You see her from across the room. She's young, full of energy, and has a great smile. You decide to walk over and talk to her. The conversation starts well, you're making funny comments, smiling confidently, and you think you've got this. Everything feels right. But then, something changes. It's not sudden, but you feel the mood get colder. Her smile seems forced. Her eyes start looking around, and suddenly she has to go find her friends or get another drink. She just has to leave. You're left standing there confused, thinking about the last 2 minutes, trying to figure out what went wrong. You thought you were doing everything right, but you failed completely without even seeing why. That spark you felt is gone, replaced by confusion and rejection. You go over every word and action in your head, but find no answers. It felt like you were doing everything right. The easy connection you had just moments ago now feels like a distant memory. You watch her disappear into the crowd, and one big question remains. What just happened? It wasn't just one mistake. It was a series of small things you did that lowered your own value. What you don't realize is that you fell into a common trap. The hard truth is, there are a few mistakes older men make that completely ruin their chances with younger women. These are actions that instantly show a younger woman that you're insecure, out of touch, or trying too hard to be someone you are not. Let's be clear. This isn't about your age itself, it's about how you handle your age. Your age is not the problem, the insecurity you've attached to it is. These are not just small mistakes, they show a deep lack of self-awareness. You might think you look confident, but she sees a desperate act. She can smell your insecurity. You're trying to hide your age, but your age, when handled the right way, is your biggest strength. The gap between who you are and who you're pretending to be is too wide for any amount of charm to cross. The good news? You can fix every one of these mistakes. And the fix doesn't mean you have to become someone else. It actually means you have to become more like your true self. In this video, we won't just list the mistakes. We're going to break down exactly why they are such a big turnoff and give you a new way to think. This isn't about memorizing lines or faking it. It's about changing your mindset from trying hard to being genuinely confident. This is your wake-up call. If you're ready to stop failing and start being the cool, confident man who earns respect without asking for it, you need to watch this. We're going to get rid of bad habits and build your approach from the ground up. This is about understanding attraction in a new way. It's time to stop guessing and start understanding. This is where you replace confusion with clarity and rejection with real connection. Before we start the video, I want to remind you that my effective online course on mastering the dating game is available now. If you've been learning from my YouTube videos, you're only scratching the surface. This course takes things to an entirely new level, teaching you everything you need to know about the dating game, from approaching a woman to building real attraction. And you won't find this information in any video on my channel. It's available in both English and Spanish language, so you can learn in the language you feel most comfortable with. It's easy to access with a secure payment option. Visit thestoiccouple.podia.com or click the link in the description to enroll now and improve your dating life. Let's dive in. Section number 1, the main contradiction. Before we list the specific mistakes, we need to talk about the one big misunderstanding that almost all older men have. It's a paradox that causes all the other bad behaviors. Trying to look and act younger is the very thing that makes you look old and foolish. It's like a boomerang that comes back to hit you. You act like, hey, look at me, I'm still young and cool. I listen to new music, I wear the latest sneakers, I know what Riz means. But what she sees is an older guy who is very insecure about his age. Think about it. A truly rich person never tells you they have money. A truly smart person never has to prove how smart they are. And a truly attractive, mature man never has to prove he's still got it. His confidence is enough proof. Trying to seem younger by copying youth culture never works. It looks unnatural and a little sad. You're actually pointing out the age gap you're trying to hide. Every forced slang word or trendy outfit that doesn't fit you is like a neon sign that screams, I am not comfortable with who I am. This behavior doesn't make you look young, it makes you look like you're wearing a costume. Here's the secret that will change everything. Younger women who like older men aren't looking for a 25-year-old in a 50-year-old's body. They can find plenty of actual 25-year-olds and they are often bored by them. They are drawn to you because you are older. They are attracted to the things that come with age, stability, real confidence, self-awareness, and a calm presence that feels safe in a crazy world. They want a man who has lived a life, who knows who he is, and isn't chasing every new trend. When you try to adopt the slang and fashion of a younger generation, you are erasing the very things that make you attractive. You become a bad copy of a young man instead of a great example of a mature one. Think about it from her view. The 25-year-olds she knows are often unsure about their careers, are emotionally immature, and think only about themselves. You are something different, something solid. You are the strong oak tree in a forest of young saplings. Your life experience and your perspective are your superpowers. By trying to be like the young guys, you're trading your superpowers for nothing. Section number 2. They're trying too hard, look. Your style is your first impression. It's a billboard for who you are before you even speak. This is where the first mistake shows desperation from a mile away. We're talking about the try-hard uniform. This is the guy wearing a loud hoodie with big logos, paired with chunky running shoes, to a nice bar. He chases trends or wears jeans with more rips than fabric. He sees this on young social media influencers and thinks it's the uniform for cool, but he's wrong. To a younger woman, this doesn't look young. It looks lazy, messy, or like you're wearing a sad costume. It's like wearing a skateboard to a business meeting. It's not just out of place, it's just wrong. This uniform shows you are a follower, not a man with his own identity. You look like you got dressed in a teenager's dark bedroom. It shows you have no awareness of the situation and that you desperately need approval from a younger generation. The brands you think make you look cool actually make you look clueless. This uniform shows that you're either trying to hold on to your college days or you haven't bothered to develop your own classic style. She doesn't think, wow, he's so fashionable. She thinks, wow, he must be insecure about his age, or he doesn't know who he is. The solution isn't to dress old, it's to choose timeless style over quick trends. Leave the hype to the kids. Your power is in a wardrobe of classic, high-quality, well-fitting clothes that show you are sophisticated. Instead of a graphic t-shirt, wear a nice, solid-colored t-shirt made of good cotton that fits well. Instead of a branded hoodie, try a well-fitting wool sweater or a classic quarter zip. Instead of ripped jeans, choose a pair of dark, clean-cut jeans. Swap the chunky sneakers for classic white leather sneakers, suede chukka boots, or a simple Chelsea boot. Think of style icons like Steve McQueen. They weren't chasing trends, they were setting a standard. Their clothes were simple, masculine, and fit perfectly. They looked confident because their style was a part of who they were, not a costume they were hiding in. Your style should whisper confidence, not scream for attention. Section number 3. When the fit and style go wrong. This is maybe the most common and worst style mistake. It can ruin your look no matter how much your clothes cost. It comes in 2 forms: clothes that are too big or clothes that are too tight. First is the guy in clothes that are way too big. He wears an XL shirt when a large would fit, and baggy pants, thinking the extra fabric hides his body. It doesn't. It just makes him look shapeless, heavier, and like he has given up on how he looks. It suggests you don't care about presenting a sharp, lively version of yourself. The other extreme is just as bad. The man who squeezes into muscle-fit shirts and skinny jeans because he sees younger guys at the gym wearing them. It looks desperate and uncomfortable. It screams, I am trying to wear a 22-year-old's pants and I can't breathe. It doesn't show off a great body. It's a desperate cry for approval. It makes you look like you spend all your time looking in the mirror, trying to get your youth back instead of living an interesting life now. Another similar mistake is wearing an old wardrobe. Wearing the same faded, stretched-out clothes from 20 or 30 years ago. That polo shirt from 1998 with the stretched-out collar doesn't look vintage. It just looks sad and tired. It shows that you haven't invested in yourself or your image in a long time. The solution is simple. Find your fit, not a trend's fit. The perfect fit is your best tool. Your goal isn't baggy or tight. It's clothing that lightly follows your body's shape without clinging to it. Look for terms like slim fit or athletic taper, which offer a modern look without being too tight. And you must go through your closet and be honest. Throw out anything that is worn out, faded, or hopelessly out of style. Start upgrading one piece at a time, like a great pair of jeans or a crisp shirt. Find a good tailor. For a small price, a tailor can make a $100 pair of pants look like they were made just for you. This small step shows a huge amount of self-respect and attention to detail. Your style should show the successful man you are today, not the man you were in 1998. Section number 4. The final touches. A great outfit can be ruined by bad details. These are small mistakes that show a lack of care. This starts with too many accessories. The huge, oversized watch, multiple thick bracelets, and a flashy ring on every finger. This doesn't show good style. It screams, "Look at me," and looks insecure. You think the flashy watch will make you seem more interesting, but it just makes you look like you're trying to make up for a lack of personality. It looks like you're playing a character, like a rock star, instead of just being a confident man. True style is about less, not more. The solution is less is more. Trade the flashy big watch for a classic simple watch. One simple ring, if any, is enough. Your accessories should complete your outfit, not take it over. They should start conversations, not end them. A single, well-chosen item with a story is much better than a dozen loud, generic ones. Next is the bad outerwear choice. The shapeless, bulky coat that hides your body and makes you look sloppy and heavier. Think of those puffy jackets with no shape. It's the ultimate lazy choice. The solution is structure. Every man should own at least one coat that has clean lines and a good shape. A classic wool top coat, a well-fitting leather jacket, or a tailored peacoat frames your body. It doesn't hide it. These pieces have been men's style staples for a reason. They work. They project strength and class. Finally, and most importantly, is the grooming gap. This is when a man's sharp clothes don't match his outdated haircut, messy facial hair, or total lack of skincare. It signals a lack of self-care, and trying to cover up grey hair with cheap, obvious black dye looks much worse than just accepting the silver. That harsh color fools no one and only points out the insecurity you're trying to hide. The solution is modern upkeep. Find a good barber for a modern hairstyle that suits your face, and if you're going grey, own it. It can look very handsome and show wisdom. At the very least, use a daily face moisturizer with sunscreen. Your grooming shouldn't try to make you look 25. It should make you look like the best version of your current age. Section number 5. The too nice mistake. You fixed your style. Your clothes fit and your grooming is good. You look great. Now for the real test, your behavior. The cool dad catastrophe is when a man tries way too hard to be down with the kids. He uses youth slang that sounds awkward coming from him. He'll talk about TikTok trends he doesn't get, use terms like "that's fire" or "no cap," or pretend to be an expert on music he secretly hates. He's always performing, trying to prove he's a fun older guy, not a regular older guy. The moment he uses a slang term wrong or after it's out of style, the act falls apart. It's embarrassing for her to watch. She doesn't want to feel like she's with her friend's dad who's trying too hard. It shows you don't understand your role. Your value isn't in being her peer, it's in being something different and more established. This behavior shows you see the age gap as a weakness you have to make up for, instead of a strength. The effect of this is terrible. It kills attraction instantly because it screams insecurity. A younger woman doesn't see a cool friend. She sees an older man who is uncomfortable with himself and trying to get her approval, which is the opposite of attractive. She is often attracted to you because you're not her age. By trying to copy her world, you give up the very thing that makes you attractive, your maturity and your life experience. The solution is to be the confident guide, not the cool dad. Your confidence comes from your experience. Instead of trying to adopt her culture, be a doorway to yours. Talk about the interesting things you care about. The band you saw live, the great book you just read, a project you're leading at work. Your life is more interesting than a 25-year-old's. Own it. Invite her into your world. Don't try to force your way into hers. Introduce her to a classic movie she's never seen. Take her to a new type of restaurant, or share a travel story that gives her a new perspective. Be curious about her world, ask questions and listen, but don't try to become a part of it. Be the solid, confident one in the conversation. Section number 6. The giving advice too much problem. Many older men, especially successful ones, fall into this trap. They think they're being impressive by showing off their wisdom. They act like a mentor or a life coach. Every conversation becomes a lesson. She mentions a small problem at work and you start a 10-minute speech on corporate strategy. She talks about a trip she's excited for and you start correcting her plans based on your own trip from 10 years ago. You're always acting like the wise teacher and she's the young student. You might mean well, you want to help or impress her, but you're creating a dynamic where you talk down to her, which is not romantic. You think you're showing your status and intelligence, but you're actually showing that you can't connect with her on a personal level. You're turning a possible romance into a job interview. This comes from insecurity, a belief that your accomplishments are the only thing you have to offer, so you have to show them off all the time. This is not how you build attraction. Attraction is built on connection, shared feelings, and respect for each other. This isn't a conversation between equals, it's a classroom where you've made yourself the professor. This is a sure way to kill any romantic feelings before they even start. Women want a partner, not another father or a teacher. By always playing the mentor, you put yourself in the father figure zone. A friend zone there's no escaping. The solution is to connect, not correct. Your main goal in a conversation is to build a connection, not give instructions. When she shares a problem, your first job is not to solve it. It is to listen and show you understand. Say something like, "Wow, that sounds really frustrating," or "I can see why you'd feel that way." Let her feel heard. Ask questions that show you're interested in her feelings, not just the facts. For example, "What's the hardest part of that for you?" This invites her to share more and builds closeness. If she specifically asks for your advice, then you can give it. But keep it short and offer it as your opinion, in my experience, not as the final truth. Use your wisdom to understand her better, not to lecture her. Let her see you're a real person with feelings, not just a dispenser of life lessons. Section number 7. Signs of insecurity. This is the sneakiest type of mistake because it often looks like being humble or a nice guy. It comes in two main forms: apologizing for your age and desperate validation. A man apologizes for his age when he constantly jokes about the age gap. When asked his age, he gets nervous or makes a cringy joke like, "Ha, I'm old enough to be your father," or "Don't worry, I brought my reading glasses." He is basically saying sorry for who he is. He puts a big, awkward spotlight on the age gap, as if it's a problem before she even thinks about it. These jokes are never charming. They are red flags that show you are insecure about your age. You're defending yourself from a judgment she probably wasn't even making. By doing this, you're telling her that the age gap is a problem and that you feel bad about it. It's a clear sign of anxiety about your own worth. Desperate validation is when a man is so happy to have a younger woman's attention that he puts her on a pedestal. He gives her too many general compliments. "You're so beautiful," "You're amazing," and acts like she is a goddess doing him a favor just by talking to him. Both of these behaviors come from the same belief, that you are not worthy of her and that you are lucky to be talking to her. Constantly bringing up the age gap just shows that it's a huge deal to you. Putting her on a pedestal creates an uncomfortable situation where you are the admiring fan and she is the prize. This isn't attractive, it's a burden for her. The solution is to own your worth and be slower with compliments. Your age is a fact, not a flaw. When asked, state it calmly and confidently, then move on. No jokes, no apologies. And instead of giving her endless cheap compliments, make her earn your approval too. When you do give a compliment, make it specific and meaningful. "You're beautiful" is weak. "I find the way your mind works fascinating" is powerful. Or, "I really admire how passionate you are about your work." This shows you have high standards, you see her as an equal, and you become the man whose respect she wants to earn. In short, so what's the main point here? What connects all of these mistakes? From your clothes to your mindset, the solution is the same. Be your authentic self instead of an insecure copy of someone else. All the mistakes, the trendy clothes, the forced slang, the constant mentoring, the apologies for your age, are signs of a man playing a role. He is acting like a court jester, desperately trying to entertain and impress the queen just to get a little attention. He is anxious and insecure. The jester's whole identity depends on the approval of others. He has no power of his own. This is the needy energy you project when you make these mistakes. It is the opposite of attractive, masculine energy. You are telling her with your actions that you believe you are less valuable than she is. No amount of money or success can hide this problem in your mindset. The man who is truly attractive has the energy of a king. He is comfortable and secure with his life experience. He doesn't need to chase because he knows his own value and trusts that the right people will be drawn to him. He doesn't need to lecture because his wisdom is shown through his calm actions and thoughtful presence, not through speeches. He doesn't need a costume because his timeless style is a natural part of his identity. Younger women who are interested in older men aren't looking for an older man trying to be young. That's common and a bit sad. They are drawn to the power, stability, and confidence that a mature man should have. Your age is not a weakness, it's your greatest strength, but only if you have the courage to own it without apology. Stop trying to copy others. Stop saying sorry for the life you have lived. Start showing up as the best version of the experienced, confident, and interesting man you are. This isn't about learning tricks to get a younger woman. It's about becoming a high-value man who is attractive to high-value women of all ages, including younger women who are looking for the rare qualities of a mature, confident man. Be the king, not the jester. What's the worst style or behavioral mistake you've seen an older guy make? Drop it in the comments below. And if this video was the wake-up call you needed, make sure to like and subscribe for more. If you're ready to take your dating life to the next level, my full online course is waiting for you. It's packed with powerful strategies you won't find on YouTube, and it's available in English and Spanish. Click the link in the description and start mastering the game today. See you in the next video.